All right, weekend sports betting tips on the Barroom Network. We're going to be talking college football week 3, NFL week 2. I got Sean Higgs and Anthony from Pounded Sports. And we were 3-0 last weekend, last show.
Again.
So 2 out of 3 weeks we have gone 3-0 on the show. The show record is 7-2. It's the free play records. Anthony is at 3-0, riding a hot streak. Show record 7-2.
Why do you not take Bethune-Cookman plus 59.5?
Right.
Come on.
And Sean, there was another game you tweeted out, plus 78.5. It was
Northwestern State or something.
So I went and looked, and it was plus 86.5 on DraftKings. I bet it. I'm like, it wasn't even close. So yeah. Plus 86.5. How is somebody going to score 88 points against him? I don't care who it is.
It opened at like 52 or 50 something. That's just a giant number. And then it was like 78. I said, are they scoring 80 points to shut them out 80-0? Like, if I lose at 80-0, so be it. We make a joke. I guess anybody with 80.5 or 79.5 is a loser if somebody wins by 80. When you have a crazy game.
I don't think I've ever seen someone win by 80 plus. I think the most I ever saw was like 76.
Yep.
I mean, that's just a huge.
Yeah.
So, somebody won like 70 something last week, so put up a 70 spot somewhere. But.
Oh yeah, it's so random though.
Yeah, it's 78.5. I went and immediately. No, but they're not scoring 80 points.
No.
That's why you have to follow Sean Higgs.
They literally just take the foot off the pedal. They just at that point they're just trying to get the game over so they no one gets injured.
Yeah, but you know what? They were still kind of scoring. I'm like, these guys.
Assholes.
I was like, he got 80. Like I got 78. He got a better number, which means they scored after I took that.
Yeah. That are about to score. Don't raise the number if they're like in the red zone.
Crazy.
Put our tags in here. It should have taken care of that.
Before we came on, I just flashed the cards over here to Tooch. Look at it. This one actually might be something. A little Junior Camarillo 40 home run guy.
Love
it. Still a penny card.
Come on. That's easily at least $1.
Oh, it's a common insert. It's not even a number. Are you kidding me?
$1? I can get $1 for it?
Who's going to pay $1? Who's going to pay $1 for that?
I know what you paid. I know what you paid for cards. What are you talking about?
I haven't bought cards in over. I haven't bought cards since Series 1 this year.
This guy, I started talking to this guy 4 years ago, and I'm in that $10,000 on a credit card buying cards. This is a great. We got to buy these Donruss. All right, bro. All right, I'm in with you. Yeah.
The last thing I bought was a pack, or it was a hanger, and I got a Cole Ragan's autograph. That was the last pack I opened.
That's a decent card if you'd say healthy. Who is the cat on the Pirates? The pitcher.
Oh shit, Contreras.
He got a who?
Contreras, right?
Oh yeah, Roansy Contreras.
Yeah, Roansy. Man, I spent $50 on his rookie autograph when it first came out. I feel like the biggest moron on the planet.
I'm looking at like this pile.
It's like buying a penny stock. That's like buying a penny stock. Right. It's terrible.
I mean, I got some Ely De La Cruz comments.
It was an impulsive buy. Let me just tell you that.
Not as bad as my J-Rod rookie of the year signed autos.
I got a bunch of those, but nothing beats my Reed Detmers autos. I have like a dozen Reed Detmers, and he's a relief pitcher.
Yeah, but you were getting
405.
I got the PSA 10 signed slabs for $400 a pop. Like I got some work to do on that.
Well, at least he's putting numbers up. At least they don't have 12 Reed Detmer autos with an ERA of 5.
We'll get to that game.
I'll take the Reed Detmers fall. You got to take the Joe Adele off.
I never even collected Joe Adele.
Not even. No. Who's the cat on Kansas City? That was your guy.
Bobby Witt?
No. Yeah, no. You're not that good, fellow. That's like it was Brian De La Cruz of Miami, and who was the outfielder on
the Royals?
The Royals. MJ Melendez.
Oh, the catcher. Yeah, I have the whole MJ Melendez rookie collection. It's worth maybe $5.
You think some of the Sally Perez would rub off on him?
Oh God, that dude's terrible. Oh my God, is he even still playing?
I don't even know.
I think they retired him just of how bad he is. All right,
all I know is I think I need 7 wins to go over their win total, 80 wins or something like that, or 82 wins or something. I need some wins from the Royals.
Not if Michael Lorenzen's pitching. All right, go on, Tooch.
All right, got a first game, Clemson, Georgia Tech. This will be a good game, man. I think it's a good spot for Clemson to bounce back, Sean. What do you think here in the ACC?
Bad outing. Like they were favored over LSU. We're going to shame them to losing to LSU. I'm not. Their quarterback is a Heisman kind of front runner as well as the Clemson one. Now, the fact that you were so lackadaisical and jump out to Troy and you're down 16-0 to Troy at halftime or whatever they were down. All right, you outscored them in the second half, rain delay, lightning, whatever the hell was going on there. This line was a 6.5, 7. Of course, it's going to come down like an anvil. It makes sense. Do I love Tech at 3? No. Would I bet it? Maybe. Just because Clemson does not look good, and Tech's the quarterback's probably playing today, and the fact that it's he's even in there. I think we have an edge. He could break. He could take a broken play and do something with it. I don't like Clemson here. This is like betting a team in baseball that's lost like 5 in a row. We're going to take a team that's dropped 4 or 5 in a row and lay 140 on the road. Of course not. You're not going to do that. They're on a losing streak. I don't want to take a team on a losing streak. Clemson doesn't look like they're all that focused or good right now. I'm not interested in them being a road favorite.
Yeah, but Georgia Tech is one of those teams I could never figure out, Anthony. Last season too, they pulled some upsets. This season, I don't want to touch either of these two teams. Any thoughts on this?
So I vowed to myself and my clients that I will be betting early on football for Saturdays and Sundays. Let me tell you, it's been a huge difference. Huge difference.
Yep.
So I made all my college football bets yesterday. To me, it's still kind of late. So I got Georgia Tech at 3.5. It's already down to 3. I still like Georgia Tech, to be honest with you, but the 3.5, I loved it. When I saw it, I mean, as much as I would like 4, I'll take the 3.5. I think Georgia Tech wins this game, to be honest with you.
Sean, Dabo in trouble if this ship goes off the rails here?
I don't know if he's in trouble. I think he could probably write his own ticket. He's not a big nil guy. We know this. He picks and chooses his spots. He doesn't like that. He wants to just have a team and replace guys as they graduate and stuff. Maybe he walks away. He's like, this is too much of a hassle. I mean, the older coaches got to think this is a hassle. I mean, you're basically a GM, football, NFL, MLB GM. Like, guys are going to be coming and going. They want to get paid more. Like, what are we doing here? Like, I don't think you should be able to leave every year. That's not good for the game. And like I've said before about these quarterbacks getting into even in the NFL, how are you developing? You're not developing. You're hopping around. I don't think it's good. Again, we're the old guys, right? Complain about that. Listen, get their money. You can't leave every year. That's terrible. And not only do you leave every year, it's like, well, we're in a crappy bowl in December. I'm leaving a team December 14th, and the bowl game's the 28th or something. Like 30 guys leave a program.
I've hated it.
I had Clemson week 1. To me, it was a very disappointing effort. There's no reason why they shouldn't beat LSU. So many new offensive linemen.
4 new offensive linemen.
I mean, in Clemson, that place is a hostile territory to play.
Most experienced team coming back.
So to me, that was a huge disappointment. And then last week, there was nothing impressive. It was like, what are you doing? And then this week, they're going to go inside Georgia Tech. There is no love for Georgia Tech in this game. I'm sorry. Georgia Tech should be favored in this game, if anything. As long as Georgia Tech,
you could see the lackluster effort, though, right? You're off LSU. You got Georgia Tech rivalry. It's like same thing with LSU. Like they won, they played UL Lafayette, Louisiana, one of those teams.
They were favored by 34.5.
And
it was all 17-point win. That wasn't impressive either.
But you're going to get that between Florida. But those are spots now. Like we always talk about in college, you could have a flat spot. Who cares? Because as much as I said in week 1 with Texas Ohio State, they don't care if they lose. It's not going to make a difference. They're still going to make the playoffs.
Not in that game, no.
So they don't have to win by 60 because it doesn't matter anymore. Yeah. Take it easy. We'll get through this game healthy. Now we got Florida. Now we got Georgia Tech. Then we come to play. The
key to this game, as long as Georgia Tech can establish a passing game, I think this is going to be Georgia Tech 27-17 type game.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, next game, a little bit of a rivalry here, Sean. Pittsburgh at West Virginia. Rich Rodriguez going back home to West Virginia. They're home dogs, 7 points. Look, Rich wants to run the ball. And his best running back was lost for the season last week, injured.
Yep.
God, give me Pitt. I'll lay the 7. I know it's on the road. It sucks. But I don't think West Virginia has the defense or the offense. Pitt, they're scrappy. Thoughts?
Listen, it is a slight rivalry, the backyard brawl.
Yep.
You lose it. You lose an all Big 12 kind of running back. You also lost a receiver. And you've come to a place – I mean, you lost to Ohio last week. Now, it's easy to say, you know what, you take them here, bounce back spot. But, coming home doesn't mean you're going to win. There are a lot of, he's got to rebuild a little bit here. And Narduzzi and Pitt, they went up for 40 seconds left in the game. They're throwing for touchdowns to cover the number, right? That's where he's at. So, if Pitt's got a chance to run it up here, I think it's Pitt. I'd lay the 7 just because it's Pitt. That's how it's just they are. It's an established team, meaning I don't have new coaches all over the place and new guys in there and everything. This is a Pitt spot. Now, listen, West Virginia payback next year when they play or something like that. But I don't think West Virginia is – I thought they were an under team this year anyway. I think I had an under 5.5 on them for the season. Why do I think they're winning this one with their best player out? I think Pitt, they get a chance to step on the proverbial neck and get them good, run it up. We saw it last week. They ran it up for the boosters. You don't think they want to run it up in this backyard brawl rivalry? Get out of here. I'll take Pitt.
Yep, me too. Eli Holstein, quarterback on Pittsburgh, who Sean was talking about. I might look at his prop over 1.5 passing touchdowns against West Virginia's secondary. Anthony, thoughts on Pittsburgh, West Virginia? Total is sitting there at 55.5. I would say I don't think West Virginia gets over their team total, which is sitting at 24.5. Your thoughts?
I just glanced over this game, and I'm like, this just looks way too easy.
Backyard brawl.
I mean, Pittsburgh should roll them in -7.
Tough place to play.
I laid off on this. I laid off on it because it's one of those games where it just looks way too fucking easy. It just looks like way too easy. Pittsburgh perception going into this game should come in here and just roll them. What's stopping them? So, I mean,
the two teams don't like each other. Safe to say, Sean, they don't like each other.
Oh yeah,
I would say Pittsburgh -7, but I think there's better games on the board. This is one of those trap games that if it just looks way too easy in my opinion.
All right, let's move on to one of the better games of the weekend. Georgia at Tennessee. I think Georgia's won the last 2 by double digits, if I'm not mistaken. Sean, last year, head to heads, it was 31-17. Georgia win, and the year before 38-10 win Georgia, and that was at Tennessee. But Tennessee not as good as a team. They look decent this year. Laying 4 with the Bulldogs or taking the 4 at home with Tennessee might be a decent little upset spot for the Volunteers.
Well, again, this was a number that was a lot bigger to start, and it's come crashing down. A little buyback on Georgia, which makes sense, right? I mean, 6.5, 7. Tennessee's put up points in their games. They're putting up 50 points a game, whatever. And Georgia, hey, you got to. This isn't. You got a new quarterback yourself. At 4, this is tough because at a bigger number would be like, I take Tennessee. This one here is, I like over 50 would be my favorite here.
Yeah. Yep.
Again, if Georgia loses a close one, that's all right. Tennessee, you're losing to an SEC team. You're on the road. No harm, no foul. You come back and you beat somebody on your own home field to offset that, right? But for that to happen, we need points because we're way past 2011 SEC where it used to be like 13 to 9 games. No, we're in a 34-30 territory now with these guys. They got too much offense, penalties, this and that, protecting quarterback, all this other nonsense. This should. I ain't saying sail over 50, but I really think this is like a 64 kind of game. Like I'd go over, 55, 57, wherever you want to go. I think it's points on the board here. I like the over.
I locked in 40 over 49 yesterday, and look, it went up 1.5 points and just from yesterday. You can keep the points. This is Tennessee money line right here. Tennessee wins this game outright. Georgia has not looked. There's another team that just doesn't look good. Not sold on the offense. They have lost so many players in this offseason. It's not the same Georgia team that we're used to seeing. Tennessee wins this outright. That Tennessee run game is going.
But the biggest thing, and I was talking to Mark Lawrence about to say, I said, the biggest thing is with these games is they can lose and it doesn't hurt them. So there's no urgency when they're down. We're down 23. It's kind of like, well, our season's not lost, fellas. It's all right. Just get out there. Go, maybe we get back in it. Maybe we lose 40-20 instead of 36-10. It doesn't make a difference because 7 teams out of the SEC are going to make the football playoffs. It's all right if we get behind. It's all right. There's no urgency. That's what sucks.
I like Tennessee more this year than last year. Last year I hated Tennessee. This year I love Tennessee. I
was not sure how they'd be with their new QB. Listen, I had Syracuse on the under the first week. I'm like, I'll take the points here. It's a lot of points, Tennessee. What do we got here? I don't know. That guy, he seems to fit the system pretty good.
Correct. Yeah, I agree.
Georgia's 2 opponents so far, Marshall and Austin P. Sean, a little step up in competition against the Volunteers.
Yeah, they're going to get a punch in the face.
Cupcakes. I'm shocked.
Yeah, they're going to get a punch in the face this upcoming weekend.
All right, let's move over to Anthony's backyard with his YMCA kids getting 17.5 at the Hurricanes. And Mario Cristobal, man, South Florida, you know how I feel about Barroom Brown. That dude is a beast. Last week, the Hurricanes beat Bethune-Cookman, but they didn't cover. Your thoughts, Carson Beck at the helm for the Hurricanes and Barroom Brown for the Bulls.
We're gonna do it all over again. Give me USF. I mean, just when are the books going to recognize this USF team? They're covering. There should be more plus 14, not 17. I'm surprised and more shocked that it's still 17.5. I locked it in yesterday. I was like, holy crap, 17. I better grab it now. 17.5 still? I'm sorry. It's USF.
Sean, yeah. They're going to try and take away Barroom Brown's running ability, don't you think?
Good luck.
I understand. You're off a big win already. Are you going to pull it off 2 weeks in a row? But no buyback at all on South Florida here. Like I like South Florida in the points.
Yeah,
and it's also it's Mario Cristobal. Dude, this guy almost pissed away games in Cal on the road. Like I mean, he's not the best coach when it comes to X's and O's.
No,
I don't trust him. Listen, South Florida. They're the little brother. We get it. But there's no way Miami's going to, after what they saw last week at 18-16 games, I don't think they're going to take them for granted, right? But the fact the line has not moved an inch anywhere.
I know. I'm really surprised. I thought by this time today, this would have been like 18, 19.
Yeah, because from what my understanding is that the Sharps like Miami here.
Yeah, I saw that.
Who knows? You wake up tomorrow, the first thing you check, this could be 18.5 tomorrow. And you're like, all right, there it is, 19. And
yeah, but you know what? 18, 19, 17, to me, it's like the same thing. Still got to get another score. As long as you got that hook on 17, in my opinion. I'm not too crazy about it. How often do you see a score 18, 19 points? Very rare.
Well, let's hope it's not 28-10. I don't know.
Well,
but again, 30 points. I don't think we're seeing 30 points in this.
No, I agree.
Or 38 points, I should say. But you know what I mean. Like, if Miami's scoring, if they get up in that 17-point range to cover, they're going to be in the 50s, I think.
Oh, real quick. Did anyone bet that Rangers Mets over, like I told you guys?
Like with DeGrom?
Yeah. Over 7.5. It's 2-0 in the top of the first still already.
Oh, with
yeah.
DeGrom with who's pitching for the Mets? So Peterson?
Tong versus DeGrom.
I did the Ribby. I came in not the Ribbies. I came in on stolen bases late today. It was up to 360s. I said, you know what? I'll do Lindor and Soto again.
Now the Rangers have bases loaded, 2 outs. You bet it, Tooch?
I did, yes.
The over?
Yep.
There you go.
The Grom's giving up like a couple runs on the road. He hasn't been that great that great for him is 6 innings, 3 runs, which is super by any else's standards. But the way he's pitched this year, he's terrible.
Is that total 56.5 there? Is that correct? I'm looking, yeah. It seems like a lot of points for these two teams.
I would lean the under.
Lean under here for me. I also will lean under in this game. 2 excellent defenses, Sean. 50.5. I don't know, man.
I got over 48.5, and now it's up to 50.5.
Okay.
I'll be first to tell you, I had A&M last year. I thought I had a good number as a home dog last year. I'm like, look at this. I got him at a home dog. And then Notre Dame loses like an offensive lineman. I'm like, we got the coach is facing his old quarterback. I'm like, this is a great spot. And all of a sudden, Notre Dame comes up and wins this one. I think we see points in this one. A&M, as much as they spend, and I love Elko. I think he's a good coach. You saw what he did at Duke. I think he can coach a recruit.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever the case may be. They can't get their act together. It's the gang that can't shoot straight, these guys. Notre Dame's licking their chops. I mean, they had a bye week last week. After that Miami game, they kind of blew. I mean, Cristobal, again, talk about Cristobal. He nearly handed that game away last week, 2 weeks ago. I think Notre Dame's chomping at the bit, comes out hard and fast early, boom.
All right, you like Notre Dame minus 6.5. Anthony, any thoughts on this game?
I got Texas A&M plus 7 yesterday. I took the points.
All right, heading on over to the NFL. The Bills minus 6.5 at Jets plus 6.5. Is it a conference game? Should the Bills be laying 6.5 already, Anthony?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's the Bills and the perception of how good the Bills are. But Josh Allen really struggles playing in MetLife Stadium. I love the Jets here to cover. Justin Fields, that running game last week. That Jets team, I don't know if it was a fluke or what, but that offense looked phenomenal. And Fields actually had a pocket to throw the ball in. I mean, that first time in his career. In his NFL career, since he was in Ohio State, he actually had a pocket to throw the ball. And look,
I'm a Fields guy.
Yeah. Mr. Jets plus 3 over in the middle over here.
But, yeah, so listen, I lost $18 million on the Jets last week on Circa.
60 yard field goal. Robbed.
18 mil. I feel like
Sean put a gun to his head and took his 18 mil.
You know what? Frustrating because that was a winner. That was a winning bet.
It was.
And
it really was.
They whatever. This game here, I like them. I took the Jets early. This was an 8. Of course, I'm listen, we talk about look at lines, folks. These lines, you don't have to wait until Friday night to watch in our show here. These lines come out. The next week's lines come out on Wednesday, Tuesday nights beforehand.
Yeah. Wednesday. Tuesday.
DraftKings has these up. They're up. You could get week 4 lines up if you want for next week already. I like the Jets here. I like them. I like them at 6. What do we see in Buffalo? This is why I sort of liked Baltimore, although I didn't end up pulling the trigger on that because the defense. The Bills do not have a defense. Teams could score on them.
Yep.
And the Jets, listen, you got a guy not that he's Josh Allen, but you see with Josh Allen as well. You got a guy with legs, he could make things happen. Justin Fields can make things happen. You saw flashes of that when he was on your crap Bears team out here, Bears fans. You saw that. You saw him take off. He's going to have 900 yards rushing this year like he did for you guys back in the day. Yeah. But he's got some wide receivers to throw to, and he's got a little better staff and players around him. I like the points here. The points here. Probably another over as well. I think
that's what I was just about to say. Over. Give me over 47.5.
And on top of everything,
54 points
let's throw in a Josh Allen to throw an interception.
Yeah.
He always throws an interception. I don't know the exact stats, but he always throws an interception at MetLife Stadium.
I'll give me the over 47.5 here last game, December 29th.
That's my free play. Josh Allen to throw.
To 14 Bills. That was 54 points scored in that one.
By the way, it's 4-0 Rangers in the top of the first.
Yes.
4 more runs.
Love it. That's the only bet I placed today.
I also got
the problem with that is, though,
I got all of a
sudden it looks good, but it's like 5-1, and then there's nothing else or something because at that point the Mets just quit. That's what you got to worry about the Mets now.
Yeah,
as a team. Listen, Soto wants 40-40. He's just going to get on base. He stole the other day with 2 outs. He stole third base down 5-0 in the game with like Pete Alonso coming up to cut the lead in half. He does not care.
He don't care.
He does not care.
He must have like an added bonus or something in his contract. Yeah. That's the only thing.
He's like, I'm taking off.
Okay. Right. Strikeouts are not looking good.
Wins be damned.
Bills, Jets, Sean and Anthony will take the points. And we also I like the over in this, so does Sean. We're going to go to another 49ers coming into New Orleans. I can't figure out if – I know the Saints aren't that good, but Arizona should have whipped them last week. And maybe Arizona isn't that good. And then now the 49ers are coming in minus their starting quarterback, so Mac Jones quarterbacking the 49ers. With Mac Jones on the road – the 49ers are a 3.5-point favorite, Sean. I don't know, man. I'll give me the Saints plus 3.5.
I got to tell you, I got Arizona next week here over 49ers. One. I like Mac Jones. You know I like Mac Jones. He should have been a quarterback here from day one. They went Trey Lance and how'd that work out? I don't really much love him here in a short week. I think you're laughing.
No, I'm laughing at the score. It's 6-0. I'm sorry. Go on.
6-0 now?
Yeah.
Well, I thought it was the end of the first inning you just mentioned. I thought it was the end.
Hold on. I'm not trying to cut you off, but remember when they were like making this guy like King Kong for the Mets, and they're like, yeah. Just take the opposite. The dumbass. Yep. I'll put my life on it. You moron.
Yep.
Who had that?
As soon as you sent me Trent's.
You're the opposite of Rent.
The opposite.
Oh, Trent.
We faded him and put the bet in.
I mean, this moron. Put my life on it. First inning.
I got a 50% bonus on that. I think I had over whatever you gave me plus 50% odds bonus.
I got minus 105. I was like, are you kidding me? This is a steal.
It's funny, like he had given up 4 runs his last outing.
Yeah, exactly. I got his strike. Oh, he's out of the game already, but I had his strikeouts today over 5.5. It was a perfect spot. But
under, you mean under?
No, I had over strikeouts
for Kong.
For Kong, I mean, this morning I put it in this morning over 5.5 strikeouts.
Oh, and then you saw this guy take him, and you said you knew it was.
Yeah, I did this like an hour ago. I did the over like an hour ago. I saw it, and I was like, oh my god, this guy's like 50 unit max bomb. I bet my life on. I'm like, I mean, well, shit. If you're putting your life on, I'm betting the opposite. I'm going. I'm going against your life.
It was a 50-unit goat whale.
Yeah. Oh god.
Look, Alvin Kamara and Spencer Rattler didn't play terribly last week. Juwan Johnson and Rashid Shaheed and Chris Olave. I think they have enough weapons to keep the game close against the 49ers. Now the 49ers, they had a tough game against the Seahawks. Now they don't have Brock Purdy. They have weapons too. I don't think the 49ers defense is that great. I think the Saints keep it close at home.
No George Kittle.
No Kittle. No Brock Purdy.
But I don't think he's part. This is going to be a tough spot because I got like Saints to not win a game the first 5 weeks of the year, lowest scoring team. I thought they were going to be bad. Last week versus, again, Arizona, I can see Arizona playing like Arizona does.
Yep.
I think the Niners are in a circle of wagons kind of spot here with the injuries. So definitely I want to say under, but I like Mac Jones. I think if he's had a real coach around him, we saw flashes of that in New England. And also it's like, you know what really helped you develop? Here, let me show you my defensive coordinator. This guy's going to show you how to throw a pass right, Mac. Here, listen to this guy for offense.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Sorry, after a year of him, you know who's going to do you? Here, talk to this guy. Who the guy who does punts? The punting coach, the special teams guy? Yeah. No, he'll help you. He'll really build up some arm strength for you. Like, that's who this guy had. So I don't know. I saw Purdy come out of the blue here. Shanahan. It's not. I'm worried about my Arizona bet next week. Believe it or not, with Mac Jones here, I'm worried about that bet with him.
I don't think they have enough weapons to. I mean, he's set up to fail. McCaffrey's all he's got. That's it. I mean, I would say he'd be in okay shape if Kittle was playing, but who's he throwing to? Jennings and who? McCaffrey's going to get the ball 40 fucking times.
40 points. I think I would lean over here. But
they're going to slow the pace down. This is going to be an under. They're going to slow this pace down. I mean, the Niners are going to try to slow this pace down as much as the Saints are going to slow the pace down.
Your buddy Marquise Valdez-Scantling's on the team.
MVS, yeah. I mean, without Derek Carr, he's nothing.
You definitely have to do a Kyle Joseph. I can't even pronounce his last name. The fullback.
Juszczyk. Anytime touchdown.
I take
Ricky
the Saints.
What is it? Plus 1,100?
I don't know.
I take the Saints here.
Last thoughts on this: Saints plus 3.5. I like the over as well. I think
this is one of those games where the Saints, they're going to be down, and then fourth quarter they're going to come back and win the game. That's my prediction.
All right,
Jennings is questionable. Eef.
Yeah, the Niners don't have a lot of weapons. They're banged up.
Were we not talking about this like last week? Like with the schedule, it looked like it could be they should go over, right? The schedule works out well, no injuries, and then we're one game into the season,
and they're injured.
No QB, your tight end, your number one wide receiver is banged up, and it's like the sky's falling. Sky Moore is on.
Circle the wagons, though.
And on top of that, they waived their kicker last week, so they have a new kicker this week.
That's right. He's on the Bears practice squad now.
Yeah.
Jake Booty.
Because Santos can't kick the ball more than 51 yards. 50 yards is his limit. 51 yards, no bueno.
I'm not a lover of Sean Keith. I do not like the coaching either.
Sean's buddy here, yeah. Saints were one of his circa million picks last week, taking them against the 49ers.
Who has the Marlins today? They're up 2-0 here versus Scooble.
Not me. I'm not. I mean, I don't trust Scooble at this time of the year. His arm is almost dead.
I need strikeouts from him. He's 2 behind Crochet, and I got him to lead the league in strikeouts.
Crochet's
got two innings, but
Crochet got whacked last start. Whacked. I think 6 or 8 runs. What?
He might have. He had 10 strikeouts, so I think they won. I think he went 8 innings and struck out 10. Believe it or not.
Okay, maybe it was the start before that. Then. I just remember he got whacked. I was like, "Holy shit!" All right, Cowboys. Giants.
Sean, you know the most about these two teams. Grew up around the Giants. You're a big Cowboys fan. The Cowboys are laying 5.5.
Loves his Cowboys.
Loves his Cowboys.
This
is a great spot for the Cowboys to bounce back.
I just finished up The Gambler and his Cowboys on Netflix. Jerry Jones for 8 episodes.
It was a great series. That was great.
I cried. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was a lot of good memories of my mid 90s and just that time of my life. And I like Michael Irvin. I think he's listen, crazy man. A lot of crazy crap he's gone through in his life, but I just like him. He's humble. He's comes through his mistakes, and this team, 5.5. My problem with this is, you know what? Let's be honest here. take some Russell Wilson unders. If he's crap, he's only playing a half, right? Because the coach went to ownership, says, I want Dart to play. And they're like, no, you can't do that. So maybe he pulls him at halftime.
They're giving him 4 games. They're giving him 4 games.
Maybe. Who knows? But look at the schedule for the Giants. Like, that's where you're going to want to pull him in here.
Well,
There's no good spot for them to –
they're giving Wilson 4 weeks. If you don't go 2-2 or better, you're going to be pulled.
2-2. He's got Cowboys on the road, home versus the Chiefs, home versus the Chargers. How is he going 2-2 here?
I'm just telling you. But are you going to put Jackson Dart in for his first start versus the Chiefs or his first start versus the Chargers? Fuck no.
No. You bring him in for a second half, and then you start him against the Saints on the road. And then even at the next week, you're against the Eagles on Thursday night on a short week. There's not a good spot to bring him in.
You keep Russell Wilson in for the first 4 weeks. There's no way you bring him in. Maybe in garbage time, but you don't bring him in because you're just going to give him – he's going to get killed versus the Chiefs, and he's going to get killed versus the Chargers. He's not ready for it.
The Chiefs – I'll tell you what. Next week's line is 5.5. They're 5.5 home dogs to the Chiefs. I'm taking the Giants next week on Sunday Night Football. They'll be 6-point dogs, especially if they look like crap here. That'll just go up.
Yep.
Because think about it now. Kansas City loses. Now they're 0-2, and they're going to the Giants with Russell Wilson, who's look like, say they lose here, he looks like crap. What's that line going to go up to? That'll cross over. That'll go to 7.
Yep. 7.5.
And they probably do lose. I mean, the Chiefs, they're struggling, and now they're going in Philly. They're in trouble.
But they're home versus Philly.
It's going to be a great game, but I think Philly takes it. I don't think they can
Give
stop
me
the run.
Sunday Night Football, Chiefs, Giants. Give me the under in that game. Hopefully we get a nice total.
But in this game, I'm going to say the over. I think the Giants are going to put points on the board.
Yep.
Russell Wilson he's got to air it out. Neighbors is going to
catch the
ball. You got to air it out.
42.5, by the way, next Sunday.
I'll take the over in this game.
Yeah, that's a low total already.
I don't trust the Cowboy. I do not trust. Let's not forget, it's still the freaking Cowboys. I don't trust them. But I'm going to take the points because there's no way the Giants are coming into Dallas and putting the same freaking score, 6 points in Dallas. No.
Cowboys have won 9 of the last 10, Sean.
They should win. You got the better quarterback. You're home. And believe it or not, even in that loss, you probably got a little mojo to you. Like, you know what? People thought we were going to be terrible. The offense is still here. Our defense should be able to slow down this joke offense. You know, they're probably feeling like they should be 1-1. They think maybe that the weather's different in the second half. Who knows how that game goes in the second half? Maybe the Eagles win by 17. Maybe it's 10. Maybe Dallas wins outright. You don't know how to. I'll tell you what, though, definitely beat an over. That's for sure. The over definitely would have cashed. I know that.
Yeah, let's not remind me.
Oh, my goodness.
I don't want to hear about that over.
All right, Bears at the Lions. Bears catching 6.5.
Lions.
I love the over here.
Lions.
I don't think either of these defenses are very good.
So this is what I say. Bears first half, and then you put the house on the Lions in the second half.
Collapse. Bears famous for second half collapses.
There's the 50-unit goat whale of the week. Lions is the second half.
Give me the over in this one, over 46.5. This is like a 30-27 game for me, 28-24.
But in all seriousness, I do think the Bears cover, though. Honest to God. I think once this gets to 7, and it will get to 7, I think the Bears do cover the 7 points. Not saying they win, but I do think they keep it
give me
close.
A touchdown with the Bears, too.
I do think they keep it close. Ben Johnson knows way too much about that Lions team. He knows their strengths and weaknesses on those players.
If it gets to 7.5, I'm taking the Bears.
The only thing that the Bears' weakness is struggling with is stopping the run, and I think Jahmyr Gibbs is their weakness. Not so much Montgomery, but Gibbs specifically.
I told you 2 weeks ago to take the Lions minus 4.5 here on opening day. I said take 4.5 because the Bears are going to lose opening night on Monday night on a short week. The line's going to go up. So I said take Green Bay over Washington minus 1.5 because they're going to beat the Lions opening weekend. And sure enough, both lines did exactly what I told you they're going to do. Don't be shocked.
Yep.
This quarterback stinks. Your quarterback, who you should have, is playing for the Jets and will be possibly upsetting the Bills this week. That's where your quarterback is. This guy's busy painting his nails and putting designs on his fingers and crying instead of reading a playbook. Terrible.
He didn't play that bad last week.
What are you talking? He was like 17.
Are you kidding me? How many? Dude, he played horrible.
I don't want to hear about. Both guys played like crap and had a fluky fourth quarter. That was terrible.
I mean, he had no pressure in his face, and he misses the fourth down receiver by a mile. Misses the fourth down receiver by a mile. He had no pressure.
That was a bad throw. They shouldn't have been going for it on fourth down in the first place. But
the DJ Moore. I mean, what the hell is he doing?
DJ Moore pass.
He just held on to it.
He should have been. He slowed his route.
But still, he airmailed it way over his head. Throw it at the motherfucker. Throw it at him. What are you doing?
He was supposed to be at the spot. He wasn't at the spot where Williams threw it. He slowed his route. I watched it like 3 times. And then he made a ton of plays with his legs. He played well enough to win the game. 12 penalties for 127 yards. Kind of hard to overcome.
You can't blame the coaching staff for the second half meltdown.
Missed field goal. They couldn't stop the run. It wasn't all Caleb Williams' fault.
It was
what are we doing on this play here, Sean? I like the over. Give me over 46.5.
No, I don't like the over. No.
Fast track.
I do not like the over one bit. I think the lots of coordinators on both sides hurt the Lions still, but the Bears are trash, so I don't think they're going to score much. I'd still lay with the Lions here.
I like the Bears to cover. I think they keep it close.
And I like the over. I think both.
You also got to remember the Bears got crap. Who's that? Who's their Johnson's back this week, and so is
Jalen Johnson.
Yep. And the linebacker, what's his name?
TJ Edwards.
Yeah, and he's back this week. They didn't have him last week, so that's a big addition, huge addition, especially Edwards. So
maybe
I think
the whatchamacallit gets a little boost. The Bears defense.
That's why I like the cover. I'm not saying the Bears win. I'm saying they cover.
Yeah. All right. Let's get to the best game of the week here. We're talking about, we alluded to it a little bit. Eagles -1 at the Chiefs. The Chiefs are home dogs at Arrowhead, Sean. What the heck?
Makes sense. Come on.
Oh, you guys want to laugh? Go back to the Bears game real quick. So I was listening to Vicent yesterday or the other day. Somebody in Vegas put a huge amount of money on the Bears win total for the season over 8.5. I was like, are you out of your mind? And they were talking to one of our friends, Sean, and he was like, that has to be the dumbest bet I've ever heard of. And he was just breaking it down. He's like, where they get – he's like, I don't see more than 5 wins. 8, 9. He's I
thought 7 would be the high point for me.
The guy was like, I like
Brian
Urlacher in the 12
wins.
Like, what rock did this guy crawl from 11 to 12 wins? What rock did this crawl from?
17-0.
Oh my gosh.
Eagles played pretty good last week. Jalen Hurts looking good. Saquon Barkley is always tough. The Chiefs seem to be banged up at wide receiver. He lost a tough one to the Chargers.
The Chiefs, this is everything in the kitchen sink being thrown at the Eagles here today. You're 0-1. I think you're on Monday Night Football. Are they on Monday Night versus the Lions next week, or maybe Baltimore is? Oh, no, they got Sunday Night versus the Giants next week.
Oh, okay.
They need a win. You want the revenge. You were embarrassed in the Super Bowl. The problem is the offense. I like the over here because I know Kansas City can't stop this offense. And the Eagles were getting it going versus Dallas, and then they just kind of, again, weird things happen. I think they're going to pick up where they left off. They're going to want to win this game. Like, if they'd be like, well, you beat the Super Bowl, who cares? We'll see you. That don't fly here, man. You got a certain amount of games. I'm sure the coach will be like, hey, man, you see the Niners just lost a quarterback. People get hurt. You can't take shit for granted. You got to beat these guys again. Show them you are the champ still.
Yep.
But I think that KC's going to be trick plays, all types of crap to try to get the offense going. I like the over. I like Philly, and I like the over. I like them both.
I'll say one thing.
This is the spot, though, and right? You can tease both of these up. You want to go +6 for the Eagles, +8 for the Chiefs or something, 7-point tease, minus +120 from DK or something. Like, it might be close. 3, 4, 5 points in between. You know, I don't think it's going to be somebody. If somebody wins by 20, I'll be like, oh boy. If somebody wins by 20, it's an under because it's going to be 30 to 10 or something. You know. But I like the over.
Look at an over here too.
I said last week, Juju's receiving prop was over. It was like 21.5. Soared over. Take it again, guys. Take Juju's. He's going to be their main guy. Who is he throwing to? Kelsey.
Hollywood Brown.
Juju's the man right now. Until Worthy and Rice come back.
He had like 10 targets last week, Hollywood. Give me the over in this game. I think is the best play, but I think both teams put up points in this game. I'm not crazy about the Eagles defense, but right. Let's see. That's the last one. What do you say we give out some free plays? All right, here we go. All right, if we sweep today, one viewer will receive a free weekend VI pass if they retweet the show on X. Last week, do anybody retweet the show besides us? No, did you look? Yeah, nobody did. Okay. All right, let's get to Anthony's free play. He's got the Browns plus 11.5 at the Ravens. Sorry, it is Sunday. And Sean's free play is the Colts money line versus the Broncos at home in Indianapolis. Bo Nix on the road at plus money.
Yep.
And me, we're getting greasy here. Going to Jacksonville State plus 3.5 at Georgia Southern. I like the way Jacksonville State played against Liberty. They can run the ball. Georgia Southern cannot stop the run.
I got Georgia Southern minus 3, so. We'll see what happens here.
All right. That's it. Free play records. Sean 2-1, Anthony 3-0, me 2-1. The show is 7-2, up 5 units. Any last thoughts before we get out of here, fellas?
Tread lightly this week.
Yeah, it's a tough. I don't like
extremely tough week. Yeah. I mean, maybe not so much for college football, but there's a lot of upsets every week. But NFL specifically, I mean, it's tough. I
think I'm only going to be looking at prop plays this weekend myself.
Prop plays might be the way to go this week for the most part, unless you're Sean with 14 plays.
I got 14
he also
plays.
has good numbers, though. He's got good numbers.
If you think this week's tough, don't even look at next week, where 7 of the games have lines between 1 and 2.5.
All right, fellas.
I don't think that site's in working order anymore. I think they took it down.
Not for winning picks?
No, they got rid of it. They just kept picks and parlays and winners and whiners and sports memo.
Okay. And you can still sign up with you at Picks and Parlays, right?
Yeah, Picks and Parlays is still going. They reactivated the
channel. Update that. Picks and Parlays. Is that an ampersand or an A&D? Or Picks and Parlays?
No, it's got to be the A&D.
That's what I thought.
Picks and Parlays, yeah. .net. Doesn't
yeah.
They got Craig, .nets now.
Is that Craig's spot?
No, Craig. He sold it. He sold it 3 years ago. He's over at Docs now. He's gone.
All right.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go. All
right,
nice
fellas.
Nice year.
Yeah. All right, fellas. Thanks again. We'll see you next Friday. All right. And we've got Willis Twin Towers coming up next.
I'm out next week. Guys. No, I won't be here next week.
Okay.
Shane Gillis. We got a Shane Gillis concert.
Anton and me. Oh, nice.
That's good.
That'd be fun, man.
There you go.
Yeah, the kid wanted to go see him. So
best Trump impression out there.
He's funny.
Okay.
All right, fellas. Good night.
All right. Good night.
Yeah.